Hello, love. I hope that you're doing well today. So, as usual, we shall start out with another card for you. What did I pull out today? She feels, she knows. She feels, she knows is a very intuitive card. It says, trust your gut. Whatever adventure you are already on or you're about to start, trust your gut. It will be your greatest savior at this time. We know that there's still a lot of confusion in the air. And so the only way to get out of all of this confusion is to really understand through your eye what's really going on. There is no disillusion once you trust the power within. Your body, mind, soul, and spirit are all screaming out to you. It's time for you to start listening. She feels. She knows. Look at that face. That is so intense. It's like, I know now. I know my power. And that is exactly where you need to be today. All right? So, in addition to trusting in yourself, you also need to trust in the idea of abundance. You have been disillusioned for way too long, my people. Guys, abundance is not out there. It's not far away. It is right here with us. You right now are an interconnected metaphysical being. You are powerful. You are connecting to everything and everyone. The reality that which you see at this time is also the reality that you can mold by first changing your perception and having that self-control inside of you. That being said, stop trying to influence yourself with the disillusion. The abundance itself is right here with you, okay? You are full of abundance. Even if you don't see it now, that just means that you need to rearrange your mind just a little bit and see what you have at this moment. It doesn't mean that you can't want more. We are made for more. We are made to grow and to please and to just do so much for ourselves, for the people around us. We are beautiful, beautiful beings. We are interconnected beings for a specific reason. So when I say that your abundance is already within you, in your reality, I mean that it is something that you can typically tap into. Knock, knock. It's right there. It is right there. Okay? Now, the biggest dilemma with this kind of concept is the fact that a lot of people are like, well, I want this now, and I want this now. Like I wrote in my latest blog, life would be a little flat if we got everything in the very second that we wanted it. There's a reason why we have to work for it. We have to understand that we deserve this power, that we are worthy of these things, that we are worthy of abundance. You are worthy of abundance. And the craziest thing is that a lot of you guys don't even know that. You've got your goals, you know things that you want, and you can say that you want this and you want that so many different times, but do you believe that you deserve it? Do you believe that you deserve to have that in this very moment, in the person that you currently are? Because that is what is blocking you from all this. Understand that you are filled with abundance right now, just in your entire being. And then you have to understand that the abundance that you are searching for is just a doorway away. Quite literally. Imagine abundance being like some sort of a well. All right, so you've got like a well in your backyard, and inside of the well it's typically water. Well, what if it were just streams and streams of just opportunities just boiling over, rumbling and whatnot, just like the top of a pot when things just get too hot? That's where you're at right now. Your card is like, you know it. It's right here. And all you need to do is just go to your well, which it has like that rumbling lid on it, and just push it open and see it just burst open in your entire world. You are full of abundance. You can have access to it at any time. Why? Because it is a part of your perspective. Change your perspective, change your reality. That's how it goes. Stop allowing other people to disillusion you with, no, you can't have this, or you have to work yourself to death. You have to be stressed as mess. No, you don't need all of that. All you need to do is change your reality. It's like 1984. If you haven't read the book, it's a great book. Great, great, great book. Because it reminds me a lot about the society that we are currently living in. If you haven't read the book, it's basically a societal book where things are just not right, and you know it's not right as a reader, but in the world of the story, everything's like, yes, so that's how the world must be, blah, blah, blah. And just one of the craziest thing, I actually have talked about that in my last video, the craziest thing that I have recognized inside of that book is when everyone is preparing for their day. It's basically like a daily ritual where everyone gets all emotional, they're angry and whatnot. And what they're angry at is the outside. They're like, oh man, this outside world, we hate you guys, we can't do this, no. And then next thing you know, Big Brother comes in, just swooping in like, no worries guys, I'm here. And everyone's like, oh, peace and joy and love, let's kill our enemies. And you know, if you really think about it, like that's some really messed up stuff. And so many things that you can learn from that. But the biggest one is that there's so much disillusion in your society right now. You need to understand that the things that you were looking for are a lot closer to you. You just have to open up this door in your mind. Don't you see how people change and they transition and like they walk outside, and for some reason they tend to like attract certain looks or certain people, certain opportunities? That is because when people go through an internal change, it changes the entire energy of that person. And people can sense that. Whether or not they recognize what's going on, they're like, who, that person? Don't know what's going on there, but I want some of that. And that's simply because we're interconnected beings. We know when people are transitioning. We know when people are just elevating themselves. And that is the key. In order for you to elevate yourself, you have to understand that the key to abundance is within you. Seriously, change your perception. Understand that it is just a door away. It's awesome. All right, let me look into my book for a little minute. So I've been ranting for a little while. Gotta make sure I get through all my points. La la la, do 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 do. All right, so one thing about abundance is if you have a closed mind, then you're going to have a closed door. And you see that every single day. Just, being you, seeing the people around yourself, things of that sort. Closed minds equal closed doors. Let's just remember that facet. And now, we're going to move on to the free spirited people. All the people who are just like, woo, life is okay, we're all right. Even if things are, pretty bad, they're like, we're Gucci. Now, I love free spirited people because their perception, their perspective on life is always different. Always. Because they're always ready to adapt to what's going on. They already have the idea of abundance in their mind. Now, free spirited people, I love you. However, your biggest flaws is the fact that you tend to forget that you have power. You've got the perception. Now you have to remember that you have power in influencing this. What do you want with this kind of abundance? Where is it going to direct you? We need to have some source of direction, okay? Now those who are not, free-spirited people, we like our boxes, we like order and whatnot. Those people, your biggest flaw is the fact that, you put everything in boxes. And so you put yourself in a box, and then you put other people in a box, you put your future in a box, and that is just like the enemy of abundance. Like you're just putting limitations on everything. Abundance is literally free. It's out there. It's waiting for you. Okay? Now, not all things are bad about you guys. You guys know that you have a sense of power. You know that you have a sense of direction. And with your practicality, you're like, this is what's going to happen. And you know what? You make that thing happen. Except when you forget that you're limiting yourself. So, free-spirited people, practical people, get together and learn from each other. All right? Long story short, because we can make this world so much better if you really knew how powerful you are together, learning from each other. This is what we need. She feels, she knows. Trust in yourself. Trust in not particularly each other, but trust in what you can learn from one another. Okay? And trust in abundance. You already have it. It's with you. Now you're going to accept it. You have to be it. And it will be you. It will become you. How exciting is that? Woo! Alright, so next thing about abundance. And last one, I promise. I won't keep you waiting for so long. Last thing about abundance is you have to convince other people of this new way of thinking. We have been born and raised with no, 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 no. Here's your box. No, no, no. Listen, start saying yes to everything. I actually had to learn that from this other YouTuber that I follow who's amazing, by the way. But what I have learned going along my path is that you have to start accepting more of what you want. Yes, this is what we want. And then convince everyone else. It's about shaping your reality. Like I said, in my last video, like I said, everything is about believing, perceiving, and manifesting. Once you believe that this abundance is within you, you perceive that that is something that you can crack open, and you manifest it through your own being. You gotta let others know. Teach them. Let them know that it is also within them. Let's create a completely different reality where we can actually access the things that we truly need. These are not just specified for a small amount of people. You just have to open your mind to it. You can quite literally achieve anything you want to as long as you set your mind to it. It helps when you have supporting people around you, like, yeah, we can do this. Let's create the tribe. It's going to work out. It's going to work out even faster because you have everyone else backing you up. But the most important thing is that you all work together so that you can achieve the same thing, because we all want the same thing. We all want more. We want better. We want to be more of ourselves. What's stopping you now? Nothing. Nothing is stopping you now. So your homework is to imagine your place. I don't care what kind of place it is, your special place. Sit there, close your eyes, take a deep breath. Imagine your place inside of your mind. And imagine that this well with a lid on top of it is right in the middle of it all. You know what's in that well. It is abundance, but it is however you define abundance. Remember, don't limit yourself. You can have everything you set your mind to, because this reality, everything that you already perceive, is already happening in your mind. Why can't you just tweak it a little bit and then make it your reality, right? Okay, so we are going to imagine the abundance within that well, just bubbling over, erupting a little bit, waiting for you. Walk up to that well, open up the lid. You can slide it off, you can crack it open, you could break it, you could fling it. I don't care what you do to that lid. Just move it, okay? And out comes every source of abundance. I mean, I want it to come over like a spring and a waterfall. Just allow it to flow over you, flow within you. Allow yourself to understand what it feels like to be in abundance, to know that that which you dream of is already happening. And I want you to do that many times. You could do it many times at that moment. You can do it once a day. However many times you need in order to remind yourself, hey, that's going on. This is my reality. I can change things up. However many times you need, you do it. Okay? You are made for more. You always have been. You are beautiful. You are lovely. You are loved. Okay? And check out my latest blog, guys. I have so much more content that my videos don't even hit in my blogs, okay? I've got a tribe that I'm building up on Patreon. We are all about connecting with each other, understanding, and Poetry Wednesdays, my most exciting time. That's when we get to write our own poems or share other people's poems, and we just come together and just share art. Share the beauty of the mind, the soul, the emotions. We are beautiful, beautiful beings, and so are you. Don't miss out. Become one of us, okay? And you have a blessed week. Mwah. Love you all, okay?